Hiya, I'm Pixie Lott.
Authenticity Radio.
You are listening to Slade Suter.
And now, your host, who has the hospitality of a fat and jolly innkeeper, Slade Suter.
Well, good morning to you. This is Slade Suter, broadcasting from the studios that belong to absolutely everyone, the outdoor studios, nature. Today, I am going to attempt to talk about something. I really don't know how I'm going to go about this one. About becoming flexible, staying soft inside. Okay? And just to make things even more interesting, I'm walking all four of my beautiful dogs. And we'll see how that goes. Tom, Tina, come on. So, staying soft. Here's the deal. Yeah, I see what they want. They want to go after rabbits. Anyway, all four of these dogs, just to let you know, for people who are considering getting dogs, there's a lot of beautiful dogs just waiting for you in the pound that have been abandoned or on the streets. And anyway, go ahead and check out that avenue before you go to the pet store. Okay? I just all four of these dogs have been found on the street and abandoned, and they are so loving. I just love them, and they're good dogs. Hey, back. All right. So, staying soft and flexible. I'll start with a story. Start by telling you a story. I've been in Spain now for many years, and I think about, 12, 13 years now I've been in Spain. And I really do love it. However, it's been about 3 years since the last time I went back and visited my family in Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, sit. Pokey, sit. Sonny, good job. Stay. You big baby. You're so beautiful. Yes, you are. Stay. Okay. Hi, Tina. Okay, go. All right, I have a little broadcasting time. Oh, Tommy's going to visit me here. All right. And so I went back. Before I was going back, I realized that I was a little tight, tense, reserved inside. And this feeling kind of stayed with me all the way up to the trip. And then we started the trip. It was nice. I'm not saying that it wasn't. However, there was this tension that I was carrying around from the inside. During the time that transpired, well, my parents, they grew 3 years older. And I saw pictures of mom and dad. And, well, yeah, they look a little older. And realizing that this trip, I might not be able to see all of my family living the next time I come back. So I kind of pushed that feeling, that thought, the feeling down, and didn't really work with that. But it was there. And then my sister, Simone, the closest in my age, she had cancer. She got cancer while I was away, and she had a double mastectomy. And then she went through a whole set of chemo treatments, and she's doing really well. And also that was kind of weighing on me, and I kind of pushed that down. I didn't realize this at the time. See, this is after the trip. I'm kind of telling you this. And it wasn't until the very end of the trip, there's a couple of things that happened. Sitting down with my sister Michelle, dinner table, and she was asking me what was the best part of the trip, the trip, and then also, as my wife wanted to go to the day before we left, my wife asked my parents and my sister what time Mass they were planning on going to. Mass is a Christian Catholic celebration. And so they told us the next day what Mass they were planning to go to. And we said, okay, good, we'll meet you there. So we arrived to Mass, and lo and behold, it's already begun. But anyway, we arrived about 5 minutes late. And we kind of scanned the crowd, and my parents and my sister were sitting clear up in the front pew, or the front seats. And so we went ahead and walked and sat there. It was kind of obvious. And my sister looked at me, and she started to cry. I mean, really, really started to cry. And then she held my hand and just cried. This is the one that had cancer. Excuse me. And then I felt that weight that I was carrying of the entire trip and before the trip just kind of melt away, or just kind of fall off like scales, if you want to think it like that. Because, yeah, it felt like I started to feel all of these emotions. I started to feel again, very freely. And that's what I wanted to share with you. And this is nothing new. However, maybe that there's something that would be interesting for you to work with here. Lao Tzu, who wrote the Tao Te Ching a few centuries before Christ, wrote about water. Okay, and not only that, but you might have heard somebody quoting from him too. I mean, all sorts of people quote from the Tao Te Ching. Wayne Dyer does a lot of work with the Tao Te Ching, and also, if you're familiar with Bruce Lee, while he was alive, he did a commercial about "Be water, my friend." Be water, my friend. You might remember that. Well, that all comes from Lao Tzu. Lao Tzu said that becoming like water is I don't have it in front of me, so I'll just kind of paraphrase what I remember from my memory. That water is flexible. Water is soft and malleable. And it will change to whatever receptacle that you put it in. Now, water seems to have a natural flow to it, doesn't it? Okay, so if you can imagine water kind of flowing down a hill, it finds its way, gives where it needs to give, and it flows to where the natural course would be. So there's a naturalness to a flow, and that's what I want to take a look at myself, is I'm looking for a natural flow in myself and not one of resistance. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. You take a look at that. And you might see water and says, it's very easy to overcome water because of its nature. However, when you strike at water, it gives way. And then it finds its balance, and it fills back the void. And then whatever receptacle you pour water in, like into a vase or to a glass, it becomes the vase, and it becomes the glass. Okay? It becomes whatever you form into it. And it's the opposite of rigidity, of being rigid and staying. No, babies, come here. Pokey, this way. Pokey, shh. Pokey, Sonny. Pokey, come here. Sweethearts. One moment. Sweethearts, come. Let's go. Leash time. Hey. They realize I'm distracted here. Come here, babies. Come here. I know you're looking at me. Hey, come. Pokey. That's my just kind of embarrassing. Pokey, come here. Sonny, come. Come here, babies. I'll try a different approach. Come here, babies. Come here. Oh my gosh, it works so much better. Come here. Tom and Tina, come. Here you go, babies. Here you go. Here you go. Good job. Well, there you go. I mean, it's just like I was talking to you about becoming soft and flexible instead of rigid. Right there. When I was rigid, I was trying to call... Hey, stay. Cease plow. Come on. Wait. When I was rigid, I tried to call the dogs in a controlling way. Come here, Sonny. Come here. Sit down. And then they did not come. And then when I called them in a nice way, they came. So that was kind of nice. I forget what I was saying. So right there, when I called the dogs the first time, I was kind of wanting to control them. And I was kind of rigid. And it wasn't until I softened up, became a little bit more flexible, where they started to respond. So anyway, I find that animals are really good at gauging authenticity because there's really no fooling them. Okay, so going back, my sister started to cry, and so I started to cry. And remember, we were kind of like up in front of everyone at Mass. And I didn't care. And I just allowed myself to really be present and hold my sister's hand. And it was so nice. And that weight that I felt inside fell away. And it was replaced by a feeling of, oh my God, this is right. This feels good. So, and ever since then, ever since I got back from the trip, was a few weeks ago, it's been with me, and I wanted to share this with you. So back to Lao Tzu. The water has properties of being able to wear down what is rigid, or anything that is strong and rigid and not non-giving. Well, water can wear down a mountain in time. And I always did an exercise that I did with my clients. It's kind of a water exercise, and I'll give it to you. It's really quite simple. If you could imagine yourself turning into water, and the way to do it is just by shutting your eyes, and you can do it right now. Shut your eyes and say, you know what? And I'm going to breathe. And on the exhale, I am going to imagine myself turning into water. Well, you're like 70-something% water anyway. So it's not too far of a stretch. So all you're doing is just imagining that you all become water. And you maintain your form. And as you become water, you become soft and very flexible and peaceful. Okay, so go ahead and do that. Just go ahead and take a nice deep breath. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Sit down. Sit. Good girl. Take a nice deep breath and exhale. Wait. Take another deep breath. And this time as you exhale, you just see yourself and you feel yourself at the same time becoming like water. Okay, go. And there you go. Now, when you're in this state of water, Oh, you can hear them drink. Water's also very nourishing. I love the way they drink. Yeah, you nourish people without intending to when you become water. So in this state, you're in the opposite of rigidity. You are forgiving. You are flexible. And you have a choice to stay in flexibility. Well, there. Well, I hope that makes sense to you in a meandering sort of way. I hope there's something you can take from that and work with it. But yeah, staying soft has its benefits. And it's not something that we really can do. We have to allow it to happen. Because I believe that it's our natural state. Softness is our natural state. Becoming rigid is an unnatural state. Sometimes it's necessary. But it's not the state that we're in by default. So, in a sense, we have to allow ourselves to return to softness. If that helps you, that helps me. In the state of softness of water. This is Slade Suter. Until next time, be authentic, be true, stay soft, and be free.
Slade Suter Live.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Who are these people?
Authenticity Radio. Stimulating and transparent. Real people and real authentic talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get real.
What are you prepared to do?
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
Slade Suter Live.
Conflict is a choice you know. In order to gain a new perspective and how to resolve conflict in your organization, business, or family, go to AuthenticityRadio.com.
Come on! This is Authenticity Radio.
Authenticity Radio with Slade Suter.